All right, here we go. Hey everybody, Kyle Micklejohn here with the Kyle Micklejohn Home Selling Team and eXp Realty out of Red Deer, Alberta, Canada, and the CRM Real Estate website on steroids. Today I have Ryan Gibbons with me from New Jersey. Welcome, Ryan.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on here. So today, what we're going to talk about with in my episodes here, we're just going to go over KV Core. Just I guess kind of to point out the special features of it, the automation, which makes it kind of one of the top higher end powerful websites out there for real estate. There's so many different types of websites out there, from $50 to $1,500, and I believe that KV Core is one of the top most powerful ones out there, and a lot of people don't realize what we can do with them. So there's the automation is the key with these websites, and I think what we'll start talking about here, Ryan, let's first start about lead generation. So
yeah, absolutely. So that's, one of the biggest topics that all realtors are looking for. They want leads, they want leads, they want leads. And I've been generating leads for a while. I've used KV Core now for probably about a year and a half. And I've used other systems that worked well, but, honestly, costs a good amount of money.
Yeah.
So the main way that I'm generating leads online is Facebook lead ads.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't used one of those before, basically you have, and I've used two different ones. So I've used an open house lead and foreclosures.
Mm-hmm.
So, people are always looking for deals and people are always looking to see houses.
Yeah.
So the main one out of those two I've used is open houses. So, find all the open houses that are available in Bergen County, New Jersey, which is my market. So works anywhere, works for, any town that you're working in.
Yeah.
And so now you've attracted them with that list. You have an item of value, you've attracted them, and then they fill out a simple form on Facebook. And the nice thing about the lead ad is that it automatically fills in the information that Facebook has on you. So when you sign up for your account, you put in your phone number, you put in your email address, you obviously put in your name. So it automatically fills those things in for you. So you don't have to say, Ryan Gibbons, my phone number, all that stuff. It's already there. It makes it easy. And it makes it easier not to put in, Mickey Mouse at Gmail.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do. So it's already there, sends it. And then the way I have it, then they'll automatically get sent to the page. So obviously you have to have that open house list ready for them, the foreclosure list, the houses under your median, or whatever you want to put out there. You can then use something called Zapier or API Nation, which is actually something that KV Core has put out recently, that will then send them to your KV Core.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it very easy. It's seamless once you set it up. And then you start the whole conversion process. So, the lead ads really aren't that expensive. Recently I got about 132 leads in my most recent campaign, cost me about $3.40.
Yeah.
Which is about $448 for 132 leads,
Yeah.
So it's pretty cost effective if you do it well and you target well.
Yeah.
It can generate a lot of leads for you.
Yeah. That's awesome. Have you used Property Boost at all in KV Core?
I haven't.
Okay.
Me personally, I've learned how to do this stuff myself.
Yeah.
So I've heard good things about Making It Rain and Property Boost.
Yeah.
But with any of this stuff, with, your own Facebook, Google, Property Boost or anything, it's really going to be about your conversion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can hear people that are going to say it's terrible and some people are going to say it's great.
Yeah.
But it's really in your conversion side. And
yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. So I guess I'll just explain to people listening here about the Property Boost. So Property Boost is built right in in KV Core, and also it's a matter of you just putting in your credit card number for a week. I think it's $60 for a week, 120 for 2 weeks, and 200 for the full month. And you just put in the MLS number or the address of one of your properties, or you can borrow somebody else's properties if you don't have one. And you just press submit, and boom. Next day you're getting leads, and it works out to in the $3 to $5 leads as well. And I find them to be really strong leads, actually really good buyers that are actually out hunting for homes, clicking on those ones. So,
yeah,
okay,
that's great.
Yeah. Okay, let's, how about lead conversion? Tell us about your lead conversion. This is where KB Core is awesome.
Yeah. So this is where you need to be, you hear the term speed to lead. You need to get to these people because what they're doing is, especially if they're on Facebook, they're just flipping through and they say, oh, that looks like a nice house. Or yeah, let's get that open house list. And they've already moved on to the cat video, before you realize it, or they moved on to some other person's ad.
Yeah.
So you need to get to them quick. So what's nice about KV Core is that built into the system, you have two things that can go out very quickly: a text message and an email.
Yeah.
So the way I have it set up is within the first couple of minutes, they're getting that text message, hey, Kyle, thanks for reaching out, about getting your open house list. If you didn't get it already, here's the link. Nice and quick, and then you can do, some more follow-up. And then I also use email, and I'm big on video. So now they just built in, there's an advanced editor with your emails. So now you can make a nice looking email. So you can actually embed a YouTube link, or not a link. You can actually embed it in the video. So it's not click here. It actually has your thumbnail, has your picture up on the screen, click it, and they're able to play it. So they're able to get, see my face, interact with me, and learn a little bit more about me. And then they're actually introducing it now, but they have voicemail drops. So that's, they need to make that work, perfectly so you can use it in campaigns. But I integrate with Sly Broadcast as well, which I believe is like 10 cents a voicemail drop.
Yeah, it's so cheap.
Yeah, it's amazing. And they only charge you for when it actually goes through. So if they gave you a landline, it doesn't even work.
Yeah.
And they don't charge you.
Yeah.
So within a first couple of minutes using Sly Broadcast and then KV Core, they're able to get a voicemail drop from me. Thanks for reaching out. Hope you got the information. Here's my phone number, a text message, and an email.
Yeah.
And then obviously you need to get on the phone. You need to actually be picking up the phone and calling these people, but you're able to set up a campaign fairly easily that starts right away. And the other thing that I do with those leads coming in is, let's say they're asking for an open house list in Bergen County. They're automatically getting that list and they're automatically on an alert. So I think one thing a lot of agents don't realize is KV Core uses hashtags. So that's how you kind of categorize people, bucket people. You're a buyer in, this price point in this area. But what you can also do is set an alert. So with that one hashtag that lead comes in attached to, they start a campaign, which is your text and email and all that stuff, but it also starts them on an alert. So they're already, now I don't even have to go in. Once those properties are available, they're going to get an alert with everything that meets that criteria.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. I don't have to do a single thing. They're getting information from me. They're getting the information that they asked for.
Yeah.
And they're on my site.
Yeah. And no transferring from them over to your board site. You can just use the KV Core home search with alerts, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the nice thing with that is, I mean, at least with my MLS, it's kind of difficult to see, Kyle, you're my client. It's kind of hard for me to figure out what you're really looking at. And with KV Core, I log in and there's 5 pictures of houses that you just looked at.
Yeah.
And I can very easily see, oh, wait a minute, he came out of nowhere. He's looking again. So I can keep track of it. It's very visual. It's very easy to keep track of people.
And then boom, get on the phone with them, right? And
exactly.
And even the behavioral alerts. So I think it's like if somebody likes 3 or 4 5 properties in a row, they get an automatic text message that's from us asking if we can help them out a little more. So we're just always top of mind, right?
Yeah. And on that note, actually, they just added birthdays too.
Yeah.
So you can have a behavioral alert that is set up on their birthday. So you go in and say their birthday is, March 1st, and it can automatically have a template that sends them a text, sends them an email, hey, happy birthday. And again, it's that top of mind. It's huge.
Yeah. And automated. Is that through that'll be text message, right? Is that text?
I'm not 100% sure. And they literally just came out with it this week. I think it's both.
Yeah.
But again, it's just something that you can, just be front of mind and just, I'm horrible with birthdays. Unless I log into Facebook and see it's your birthday, you have that automation. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's just all happening behind the scenes without having to worry about it. Again, kind of eliminating, always, having to make all these prospect calls and or even getting an inside sales agent. I replaced an inside sales agent with this automation, flipped it around. So we're just working on we're dealing with the people that reply back to us, or the ones that are active that we can get on the phone, and kind of, weeding them out that way, more the ones that reply instead of talking to everybody, trying to call. So it really weeds them all out and seems to work better. So
yeah, there's certainly lots of ways of weeding out the people, because, internet leads, I mean, what are you looking for? 2-3% conversion?
Yeah.
So you got to get rid of the 97, 98 people, so you got to weed that down. And they have a lot of ancillary services that you can use to kind of whittle that down and hit people from multiple different channels.
Yeah.
And they actually have, they just, I guess, are improving it, but there's thanks.io.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've looked into that, but you can automatically send out postcards.
I know. Yeah.
You have someone coming in with a home value lead and you got their address.
Yeah.
Send them a postcard, or send them one for their birthday.
Yeah.
Different things that you can do. It's just, there's so much you can do to, to convert that lead, to stay front of mind, to show your value, to just give.
Yeah.
And they'll either tell you to, go away, which is fine, or they call you, and it's amazing what you could do with this program.
Yeah, it is amazing. And I'm not sure about you, but most of my action plans, they go for 2 years of, the first 10 days are pretty aggressive for a new lead. Then it goes off, I think once a month or something like that for 2 years after that. It's just, you're never quitting, and you're never, sometimes, I don't know about you, but when, following up, sometimes I don't want to call this guy because they're not answering, they're not interested. But half the time too, you'll call them and it's the one that wants to do something, right? So I don't know. But this is always just, keeping track or contacting them. And it's just, until they.
I mean, I said a guy I hadn't talked to in 2 years called me yesterday. Hey, let's go see this house today. I want to go check it out. And, it didn't work out, but 2 years later, calls me out of the blue.
And it's a lot, and actually a lot of, I find that a lot of ones I end up selling is like that. You've been sending them stuff for 2 years or 3 years or whatever, and they've never ever answered you.
Yep.
And at all. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, hey, I'm ready to look at this house. I just went and did a market evaluation the other day for that same reason. I looked back, and they came into my system 5 years ago and have never, ever replied to me for 5 years. And now I was in there for a market evaluation. I'm listing their house in a month from now.
Yeah. And what, another thing is nice for those people that you did sell, or maybe are the long-term leads. They have the market reports. Or even just the people that have come in for a home valuation, or I sold them a house. I'll set them up with, a search for their town that they get once a month. Yeah. And I'll see those people come back onto my site because I can see visually, look at that. Kyle comes back every month. He's always looking at the listings that I send him. Yeah. And in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, I've sent them stuff for years. Yeah. Who are they going to call? They're not looking, they're not calling anybody else. Yeah. So much you can give to them. Yeah. Can you see them open the emails? That's the one thing that you can't. Yeah. But you can see if you're sending them something that sends them to a page. Yeah. So the alerts, like I have this one guy, John, every month, I don't know what he's going to sell his house, but every month when he gets that alert, I see him show up as looking at houses. Yeah. So that's something that they need to fix. Yeah. But that'll be coming soon. I think that's a pretty simple. It's something they have to have. It's a necessity, but if you can continue to drive people back to your site, it helps you be able to see them and keep in touch with them. Yeah. But also it helps with your SEO and just having those people, the more people come to your site and stay there, it helps you. Yeah. Yeah. And again, I think just came to my mind too is, about the automation. We have the automation there as a tool to kind of keep us in touch, but we always it's still not meaning that you don't call them. You still monitor who's on there all the time, kind of active, and give them a call, right? Try to get on the phone. And part of that automation, you could put that task to yourself. Yeah. So every 2 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is, you could put in that task. You have to call Ryan. Yeah. And then you'll get that reminder, and you could even get a text message, I believe, saying, "Hey, it's time to call whomever." Yeah. And stay in touch with those people.
Yeah.
So you can really automate your whole business with this.
Yeah. Have you, have you automated your past clients at all?
I have, certain information that I share with them. Just, it's time to check your batteries,
Yeah.
your smoke detectors, check your air conditioning unit, things like that. But like I said, I also set them up with a market alert that goes out every month so they can just see what's happening in their town.
Yeah.
So that's, a product that they'll tell you, 10 houses have sold, the average sales price is this. But then I also set them up with the alert, so for once a month, they're getting something.
Mm-hmm.
I have used postcards too.
Yeah.
I would use thanks.io now, but I've used like send out cards.
Yeah.
In that first year, they get a Christmas card, a Valentine's Day card, they get some brownies, things like that. But, you want to share some information.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, hey, I'm still here. I love your friends and family, and ask referrals and things like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to kind of throw in here kind of what I've something else that another part of it that I really love with the automation is the past client automation. So, because, just for years, I've always just been inconsistent with it, right? Not so much the monthly stuff, the automatic emails, but more of the keeping up, like say the first couple days. Hey, how's the first couple days in your home? Like giving them a call. Where now I've automated that with text message, and they always reply back. Oh, hey, yeah, it was great so far and good. Then I reply back, right? So that goes in 2 days, and then after 7 days, hey, how was the first week in your house? And of course they reply back, and then a month, and then so which it's just made it more consistent, right? I'm still there replying back, but it's just made it so everything's so consistent, and I love it.
Yeah, and you don't forget. If it's automatically going out, it's very easy to get busy. I've got, closings this week and I can't handle it. Well, it happens, no matter what.
And this is the answer, right? It's just, I love it because leads are coming in. They're getting contacted all the time for 2 years. Leads that we've talked to are getting contacted all the time. Past clients are the same every time. It's consistent. It's just awesome.
And then it becomes trackable.
Yeah.
And you realize that, that one email gets more responses than anything else. Well, what was that? And figure out what that was, figure out what that message was, and repeat it. And it's easier to figure out what you're doing right.
Yeah. Wrong. Jeez, it's just so cool. I like it. I love this automation. I love dealing with all this stuff and just making it a little easier. And then you find it working, and it's just really cool, right? So
it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. So okay, I think that's we covered a lot here, and that was a good talk. We pointed out some great tools and automation that we have at our fingertips with KB Core. So
awesome.
You have anything else to add, Ryan?
No, I mean, there's a lot you can do with it. If you are new to it, I would suggest taking it slow. Anytime we have new agents, I'm just, take it piece by piece, do little things first. Yeah. Because I've been using it for a year and a half, and I'm a tech geek. Yeah. And I haven't even gotten into everything, No. I'll still learn things, from you, like things other people are doing. Yeah. So, find something that works and do it really well. Yeah. And then you can start tacking on other things to it. But, it's a fantastic product. If you really think it out and realize what you're doing right and wrong, you can do very well with this system. Yeah. It's the hub of our real estate business. And this is what we sell in the end is this automated database is where the money is. There's even, I think I am testing out some for sale by owner stuff that you can do with it, and man, there's just so much, and that'll be coming in videos down the road here with that as well too. So, awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Anyways, okay, it was great having you, Ryan, and thanks for the chat. All right, thanks for having me, Cal. Yeah, have a good one. Talk to you later, too, man. Thanks. Okay, bye.